Hello folks, this is an Ink Dependence brief video review of Wahl-Eversharp's Wahlberry. I picked this ink up at the DC Fountain Pen Show. It came with this fancy Wahl-Eversharp Skyliner 50 that I got. This is a reboot of the old Eversharp Skyliner. It comes with a ceramic coated semi-flex nib. I'm not very good at writing with flex nibs, and I don't want to mess this nib up, so I've been laying off the flexing. But it seems to be a pretty good nib. It could use a little bit of smoothing, maybe, but I'm still pretty inexperienced with it, so I haven't used it all that much. I'll be reviewing this pen later on, although I think it's pretty darn sharp looking, and it came with a little toy car, which I'm kind of digging. Anyway, this is about the ink. This is the bottle. It's a nice glass bottle. Can't really hear it, I guess, when I tap on it, but nevertheless, big glass bottle. It's a fair amount of ink. I actually don't know what the capacity of this sucker is. It doesn't seem to say anywhere, but it's a big bottle of ink, I think. So anyway, there you go. It says and it's Wahlberry, and the print down here is purple, but it's really it's more of it's a blueberry. It's a blue ink. It's like a blueberry ink. It says there's going to be another ink color coming out that's more of a purple. I'm glad I got this one. I like blues better than purples. So let's talk about this ink a little bit. I've really only tried it in a couple of pens, and only really the second pen today, because I got to thinking that one pen wasn't enough for a review. So, of course, I've tried it in my Skyliner 50, which I just showed you. It's a little bit on the wet side there, although I have been experiencing some hard starting. I don't know if that's the pen or if it's the ink, although I kind of think it might be the pen. Maybe I need to, I don't know, wash out the feed some more or something. I don't know. It's a new pen to me, so I'm not going to make too many judgments based on that. I then put it in my wife's Lamy Safari that I had sitting around here on the desk. It's this kind of turquoise colored pen. It's got a fine nib, and the Wahlberry works pretty well in it, really. I haven't had any hard starts, but of course I just filled the pen, so I'm not going to have any yet. We'll see how that works out in a couple of days, I guess. I've seen a little bit of feathering and spreading, a little bit of bleed through, maybe some dots on lower quality paper, of course, on this Rhodia stuff that I've been testing things on today. Yeah, nothing. A little bit of show through just because it's bright on the other side of this paper. So, anyway, pretty well behaved, I suppose. Not perfect, but not bad at all. It's a nice sort of solid blue color. You're not going to really see any shading on this guy. You can see a little bit on Rhodia, but that's really just where the ink pooled, I think. It's not a legit shade. You can see the sort of little squiggles that you get there, and it's a pretty nice ink. It really puts me in mind of blueberries. Actually, on the screen I'm looking at, it looks a little bit more purple than it does in real life. It's really kind of a, think of blueberries. That's what it looks like. Here, just compared to some other inks, I've got some Sailor Gentle Sky High there, some Noodler's Luxury Blue, and some of the Mont Blanc Ombre de Balzac. So it's really kind of a, well, I guess there's a little bit of a purple tone coming out there, but again, this is, I think, just kind of the picture on the screen. It looks more blue, really, in life. So let's see if this has got any water resistance. I don't know that it will. It doesn't seem to make any claims about that. So let's give it a shot and see what happens. Here comes some drips. Oh yeah, it's coming right up off the page. This one is not going to be water resistant at all. Let's blot that away. And yeah, a lot of it came off. I was looking at the page and not at my screen. There we go. Yeah, you can see it's still kind of legible, but it really did suffer under the water. So, Wahlberry, not water resistant. Still a very nice looking ink. I don't know what Sid the Walnut is going to charge for this ink. As I said, it came with the pen, so I guess that makes it a very expensive ink because it's not a very cheap pen, but it's quite nice. So if you want a blue ink that's kind of like blueberries but doesn't have any real water resistance, check out this Wahlberry ink. I kind of like it.